Okay, it's time for the TVR update. Yeah, it's time to deal with the world's most expensive shelf. This thing's been in the background for numerous episodes now, and you would like to think that it's sitting there finished, but it's not. Problem is, I got through the resto on it, and it was great. The chassis now looks mint. However, I then ran out of summer. Not to mention, whatever summer we did have was filled with some really irritating coughing, and as such, the season's been done. As a result, this thing is about 90 to 95% complete. Me being me, what I'll probably do is go, it's fine, I'll just leave it until next summer, and then I'll finish all these wee bits and drive it. But I won't. I know me. I'll leave it to the last minute, and then I'll be stuck without a car to drive, and I'll miss another bloody summer. Already, the MOT's out on it, which is going to be a problem, because the first journey this thing needs to make now is to an MOT station, and all the suspension's gone. Not gone, but the geometry's completely shot. Added to that, we've got an issue with tyres. An issue that's been with the car for quite some time. On the front of this car, you will find Toyo Proxies in 225 45 16 flavour. They've been on it since the day these alloys came out, which is about 5 years ago. On the back, however, you'll notice I have wider wheels, an extra inch to be precise, and if you look very carefully, you'll see that these run Toyo Proxies in 225 45 16 flavour. That's been a problem for quite some time, and it's time to get rid of this overly stretched rubber and actually make these wider wheels worth having for the grip side of things. On the fronts, I'm going to try something with a bit of a stickier compound, just so that I've got that bite in when we're on track and we can get a bit of grip. I'm going to go for some Nankang M2 SRs, which seem to be getting good reviews, and they're not exactly bank-breaking tyres either. Keeping the branding right, we're going to go for Nankangs on the back as well, but I'm not going to go too grippy on the compound there. The reason being, well, we're running a lot more power, and I don't want to shred a diff. Ardent viewers of the channel will know that I will turn my hand to just about anything, and if I can't find the tool for it, I'll either make it or buy it. However, fitting tyres is just one of those things that isn't worth the trouble. So we're going to go see somebody who can help us. Follow me. Right, so we're down in Chrissy's auto repair shop, which is not exactly far from where I stay, and this man here is going to help us deal with tyres. This TVR doesn't move much at all, so it's not like I'm actually running out of tread and urgently needing tyres. However, how long would you say you want to leave tyres before they're due a change?
I'd usually wait until they were down to wear indicator. If it was a daily.
If it was a daily.
If it was a daily.
This is anything but.
However, if it was something that sat about, like obviously, your aim man, you'd probably every couple of years I would change them. Maybe even yearly,
right.
Depending on if it sits outside or if it's in a garage or. The last thing you want is hard rubber.
I'm not going to do the math, but we're definitely way beyond that time frame. So, right, okay, well, let's see what's involved in getting tyres off, and I will show you exactly why I'm not doing this myself. Right, so these are, I'm putting on 245 45 16s, but I've just clocked that they're ZR 16s. Yeah. Right, what does that mean?
So the Z and the ZR just means that it's got a wee bit of a curb protector on it.
Alright.
It's got like a wee bit of a lip, just to help that edge, just to cover that edge just that wee bit. 93W.
Ah yeah.
So that's just speed rating. So obviously the higher the letter, then the more it's rated to, if you know what I mean, like higher speed.
So if it was a Z, it'd be good for like 350 mile an hour.
Aye. So one of the lucky areas that it's supposed to break the beads.
So this is phase one of why I can't do this myself. Is there any way you can break a bead without that tool?
You can, but you end up blacking the wheel and all that and just making a mess. So I have done it in the past. I've done it with a manual bead breaker. They're not the same. Especially with your lower profile tyres now, you could have probably done it with an old steel wheel.
Aye.
But because your tyres now are such a low profile, trying to break them by hand's just the best.
Oh man, check out that raised white lettering. That was an attempt that didn't go any further. That's why it's on the inside. I'm like, that's not happening. This is item 2 on my list of why I don't do my own tyres.
Use a wee spanner just to protect the wheel that wee bit.
Oh, nice.
That's it, beads over.
Let the machine do the rest. So a machine like this would cost how much?
Well, that package, yeah, so that's for the machine and the balancer. I'm sure it was about £1,500, which
That's actually not too bad.
Not bad.
I mean, it's a
If you're
lot.
doing a lot of tyres, then it's fine. But for like a hobbyist or that, that's like a lifetime of tyres. You've lost it.
Is that just like the old rubber, or is it?
Yeah, that looks like old rubber. Yeah, but a lot of the time, a lot of other tyre places will put bead sealer on it.
Right.
See if the wheels, because a lot of the wheels start to corrode inside.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the corrosion actually happens in, and then it kind of creeps over, and that's when you see it, but it's actually already in behind the bead.
Yeah.
And that's when you get like, a lot of slow punctures and stuff. But to be honest, instead of using the bead sealer, I just, if it's corroded, I just get a grinder with a wire brush on it and just
take the corrosion off.
go all the way around it and take the corrosion off. But with that, that's not really that's corroded, so that'll just come off like that. See it?
Oh yeah. Any chance you could do like the same with the dishes and polish them?
This is just soap.
Not the stuff you use in the shower.
No, I wouldn't use this in the shower.
And that's just to help with rubber going over the lip, I presume?
Yeah, just helps, and it helps the bead pop as well. So when you set the bead, it helps it move up the wheel.
Do you have to get it all the way up the sidewall, or is that just a quick fit thing?
I also do the inside as well. A lot of people don't, but say every little helps. Not so much for a tyre wall like this, it shouldn't be too bad to set onto the wheel, but some tyre profiles are that small, but a bit of an effort to try and get the bead on. These tyres aren't directional, I don't think, but it will be inside outside, so you need to find, yeah, it's there, outside.
Yeah.
Another telltale sign is if it's, usually the outside edge has got the dots on it to see if the inside edge hasn't got any.
That's
If you can't find the inside outside marking 9 times out of 10, if the dots are on the, whatever side the dots are on, that's usually the outside.
So these have got 2 dots on them, what do they mark?
I don't know what the yellow one's for, but the red one I always line up with the valve.
Right, okay.
A lot of people, I've heard mixed things, to be honest. Some people say the red dot to the valve, some people say the red dot opposite the valve.
Right.
It's odd that like the heaviest part of the tyre, I don't know if that's the heaviest part and that's maybe the lightest part.
Right.
I'm not sure. You kind of just line it up to start with and then line the cover back in. Just let the machine do it. And then put it in just a wee bit. Just push down on it. A lot of fancier machines will have like a big disc that comes down and it squashes the tyre down and help it onto the bead.
Aye, to save you having to put your weight on it.
But they're expensive. There we go. There's still no valve core in here, so I tend to put the bead on first and then put the valve core in. It just allows a wee bit more airflow.
Right.
And then just put the core back in. So this is just a valve core. Just a wee.
Not an actual valve. I don't know how much more.
And then we'll just put them up to pressure and that's that one fitted. Every gram counts, eh?
That's it, mate. Because race car. So if we were to skip this step,
Yeah.
what would the outcome be?
It'd just probably be a bit of a nightmare to balance up.
Right.
Or if you skip this point, obviously we've taken the old ones off, it'd be a nightmare to balance up, but if you took all the weights off and never had any weights on it at all, you would get a vibration through the steering wheel, usually between 60 and 75 mile an hour driven about there. On the rears, if you get obviously you get away with a slight imbalancement on the rears, but if it's excessive you would get like the full car can actually like vibrate almost.
Right.
Same sort of speed. But you'll feel it through the steering wheel and stuff if it's the front, and the front's a lot more sensitive to weights. If you get like 4 tyres fitted or whatever, I would always put the 2 worst ones on the back.
Right.
Because I don't know what that is, but that's hard.
Tar possibly.
But no, looks like some sort of resin, but we'll leave that.
Have I been doing fiberglass repairs in the back?
Bit of wee space on that. Just.
What?
Right, so that's fine. Is that wee measurement? Which is 5.5. This one is the Blythe, which we know is 9. That one's 16. Good thing. That one looks pretty good. 25 and 35, pretty good.
I've seen the worse wheels. In fact, I think I've presented you worse wheels.
I think you have.
Raven. Definitely sticky tyres.
We'll start the outside first, which is 25. Right. 12 o'clock. Outside first. We'll stick it on there. Inside now, which is 35. Spin it, see what happens.
Oofed. Not bad.
Doesn't like that thing, that 5's coming back off.
Boom!
Tell them obviously the way the temps
Ah, the grades were going. Doesn't
hurt. Here it's here. So this is the passenger side.
Cool.
So this is going to have to go in that way then.
Aye, spinning anti-clockwise. Just do that again at the top, that'll be fine. So what is it that's causing the grief here?
The tyre roll is solid.
Right. And I mean,
Usually you get quite a bit of, even the old one, there's hardly anything in that tyre.
I suppose not from a tyre fitting point of view, but from a driving point of view, that's maybe a good thing.
Aye, although you'll not get much in the
Play.
way. Aye. So if you've got tough, tight suspension and then tight tyre rolls, starts going under it and then we'll wait.
It's the cleanest these wheels have been in years, man. Well, it's spin right on the old weights. Please bet now. Okay, so I don't clean my wheels much. When was the last time you actually cleaned the inside of your wheels though? If you've got the time to take your wheels off and clean the insides, you're not driving your car right. That's the tyres on. Unfortunately, it's now the middle of winter, so not much I can do. All I can say is thanks for watching. At some point in the future, I'm fairly sure we'll be getting this out and seeing if these tyres are any good. Until then, stay subscribed. We will be providing more updates on this guy as and when I can get the finances to do stuff to it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a bit.